And can you talk about how your music and your approach to it has evolved in terms of the style of your music and your influences and inspirations, and also the techniques that you've used?
Like, I'm always trying to, like, what's the next idea that I want to work on? And it's like, I've had, this is my album that came out last year is my 5th project. And in all of those, you can find that there's a common groove, but there's no common, like, there's no genre that you can say this fits in. It's because I'm always chasing what is the next best thing that I can do.
And do you see your music as being rooted in or relating to a musical tradition of Kenya or of Africa, or both, or neither?
Definitely. I sample a lot of old Kenyan musicians, and now a lot of old African musicians, because the reach is getting wider. But one of the things that I notice, nice ringtone. One of the things that I noticed is that with Kenya, we don't have a history of passing down music from generation to generation. And while it might be an opportunity for every generation to just figure out the new sound, I think it's very important to know where we are coming from, because it can help us innovate what the future is going to be. And I think I felt like that was something that was fundamentally missing. And so I've done a lot of remix of old Kenyan music, and it's gone down really well because people feel like a sense of connection to it.
And you were saying that one thing you're really enjoying at the moment is you're doing lots of collaborations with other musicians all over the world, and that this is something that recently has become available to many more African musicians than in the past. Do you think this is a long-term phenomenon or a fad that could fizzle out?
I don't think that it's a fad that will fizzle out, because there's a lot more understanding of African music. Like, you can now see that a lot more big, I'd say mainstream musicians are drawing on African musical influences and adding it to their sounds. And that is giving us more confidence to keep making more dope music, because I feel like the world needs it. And for the longest time, people were sleeping on, like, the rich treasure that is African music.